And now you can see the Anime and Alcohol Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and great happy hour specials. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information. It's Sunday morning, 8 a.m. That means it's time to drink some beer and talk some anime and other stuff. This is the Anime and Alcohol Show, live here on Rough Edge FM, with your host, Devin Crow.
We're live. He's pointing.
I think I need to take that image of you and put a Crow's Pest Solutions hat on him. Perfect the image there.
Perfect the image there.
So today's show is going to be mostly about movies.
Oh man,
some really bad movies, some pretty good movies.
Yeah. It was a weekend. It was a week for sure. I have a lot of free time now, and
more free time. Huh?
Yeah. I have a lot more free time than I used to, and I do watch a ton of anime. Like I really do watch like a ton of anime, but
you insert a movie here and there.
I run out of anime to watch because everything's on a weekly schedule. So that's the problem, is I run out of anime to watch, and now I'm on a weekly schedule of the animes and stuff. So I try to fill in stuff that I could find in between, the shitty anime movies. And
unfortunately, I usually get pulled into this as well, and I have to watch these crappy movies.
I do. I'll either watch like sometimes the shitty movies have trailers, sometimes they don't. So I'm just like, okay. But fucking, I watched this trailer for this movie called Snake Creek, and it started off promising. I like B-rated creature feature movies, and that's the poster for it. Now on Amazon, it doesn't have the snake above it. It's just the river with the blood going through it. Now, here's the thing. This is a very deceiving poster.
Why would you say that, Devin?
Because one, I mean, we can exclude the snake from it because that's not what the trailer looks like on Amazon Prime. But that poster has a jungle in it. And the movie takes place in like the Appalachian, like it's an American river. It doesn't look anything like that. But I'm watching this trailer, and there's like missing signs and all this other shit that comes up, and a crazy old coot guy, talking, and then
don't you hurt my snake?
Yeah, no, blah blah blah, and then it goes, and they're on this river, and they find like a capsized canoe and all this other stuff, and like, oh, whatever could this happen here? Blah blah blah, and then the snake attacks them, and a lot of time I have to appreciate this movie trailer. Because a lot of times they allude to the monster, you don't really see it, and they fucking the snake attacks, and I'm like, oh my god, no fucking way, and it is literally like a latex puppet.
Now we've got this picture from a poster somewhere here, and pretty scary snake.
Yes.
Red, angry skin. His eyes are got the little slits.
Two fangs.
The fangs look vicious and what have you.
Yes.
And then here's the actual snake from the motion picture.
Oh my god, I could not believe it.
Poster, puppet.
Yeah.
I have not seen this one yet. This is free on YouTube. You can watch it for no money on YouTube.
It's free on Amazon Prime too.
Oh, is it?
It's free on Amazon Prime. That's where I saw this abomination of it.
So you pay the right amount of money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I like audibly laughed out loud when I saw that snake. And kudos to the actors that are acting scared around this thing. Because if I was in the wilderness and I saw that coming at me, I would laugh. I would not be scared at all. I would laugh my ass off.
It's kind of cute.
It's bizarre. Yeah.
It looks like something that's not a snake.
No. It looks like a cheap like Nessie prop.
I would think it was more of a monster turtle. It looks a little bit like Gamera.
Yeah.
Without the backward fangs.
It was hilarious. Speaking of Gamera, did you see the McDonald's collaboration?
Yes.
Yeah, Hello Kitty Godzilla collaboration.
There's a couple of Godzilla things that are going on right now that are crazy. They're pre-selling that stuff on eBay, and for the complete set of McDonald's Hello Kitty, I think it is, $400.
Yeah.
All I want is Godzilla.
Yeah.
So I got to get Happy Meals until I get Godzilla, I guess.
Yeah.
The other one is at Dodger Stadium. They're having Godzilla night.
Yeah.
And they've got a bobblehead Godzilla. Same thing, going for about $300 on eBay for advanced sales. And my son's going down to that game.
Okay.
Of course he is. And his wife is going with him, and they're going to pick me up a bobblehead.
Okay.
So I'll have a Godzilla bobblehead. But they say that one of the busiest nights at Dodger Stadium these days is Hello Kitty. It's huge.
That, and I mean, some of the busiest nights Dodger Stadium has had is the collaboration nights with like Hello Kitty, HoloLive, One Piece. They did a One Piece collaboration. A lot of, weeb related nights have been extremely busy. So,
and I think it's, well, obviously it's got to do with Otani.
Yeah.
This guy, I just went to a game Monday, and it's so funny to watch. First of all, to see how many Japanese people are around you.
Oh yeah.
There's at least 40% of the audience is Japanese. They don't pay any attention to the game. They're on their phones playing video games or whatever. They're not paying any attention to the game until Otani walks up to the plate. And then every camera in their hand, every phone in their hands turns to a camera, and they're filming, not just taking pictures. They're filming every moment of it. And then when he's done with his stuff, they put their camera, they go back to their games or whatever. It's just the strangest thing, but good for them that they found somebody who's going to sell tickets and what have you like that.
Yeah.
It's really changed things a lot. So plus he's fun to watch.
Otani? Oh yeah.
He's much bigger. And when you see him at a game, you go, damn, that guy's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
I had no idea from television, but when I see him in person, it's like, good God, this man's a monster.
Yeah. He's a tall dude.
Yeah. And he did well that night, so that was good too. It's always disappointing. We went to a game that he played in a few months ago, and it did not work well for him.
Yeah,
but he did okay this time. So
that's good.
Yeah, it's fun to see that, and I'm very happy about that. I'm happy for the Dodgers. I'm happy for the fans, and still not worth the $30 or $50 parking that you got to pay now. But
is it $50? I thought it was $80.
It might, you know what? It might be. We bought a package that included parking, so we don't know.
Yeah.
But it is fun to go to a game. And I got 2 Dodger dogs down me. Not bad.
You got 2 Dodger dogs? That was another $50.
Actually, Dodger dogs are still only $9, which is expensive for a hot dog, but they're really good hot dogs. You know what pissed me off about it, though? My wife despises hot dogs.
Yeah.
She likes to have a bite like once a year. So I go get my 2 Dodger dogs. I'm sitting down, and I eat my Dodger dogs naked. No mustard, no, just completely plain. And she goes, let me have a little bite of the end. Okay. So I give it to her. She goes, that's really good. Next thing I know, she's eating half of it. Not right. So anyway, I did not watch Snake Creek.
Nor did I. I did not watch it either.
I watched the trailer.
It's funny because the moment I saw the trailer, I immediately texted Scott. and I said, go to Amazon and watch the trailer for Snake Creek. Don't watch the movie, just watch the trailer.
And I did. And my wife was sitting there and she was watching it. And when it was over, she's all, wait, is that real? I go, yeah. She goes, it's supposed to be like a scary movie? I go, yeah. She goes, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like Saturday Night Live.
And that movie came out last year, by the way.
Yeah, well, you can tell by the state-of-the-art special effects.
Yeah, fucking snake, man. Oh.
Maybe it's terrifying.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But there was another movie that I had my eye on, and I saw clips of it on Reels on Instagram. I get a lot of like random movie clips on Instagram, just for like random movies. And like a lot of the times, like I have to go to the comments to see where the movie is from. And this movie is called The Deep Dark, and it looked really cool. It's right above the snakehead one. Yeah, that one. So it's this movie. And this movie came out this year. This movie came out in 2026. And it looked really cool. It's a French horror movie that takes place, I believe, in the 1950s.
I think so, if not earlier.
Yeah, in the late 40s, early 50s. I think it was right after the war. And it takes place in this coal mining shaft. And miners have unearthed this tomb, and they
greed gets them as always.
Greed gets to them as always. And it looked really cool. And so it finally popped up on Amazon, and I was able to watch it. I was not disappointed. I'm glad that I wanted to see this movie, and it finally popped out, and I was able to watch it. It was made this year. And it's on Amazon Prime. Zero like visual effects. Everything's practical in this movie.
Yeah, no CGI, nothing like that. The monster is sometimes obviously animatronic, but it still works very well, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Especially when it's chasing them up that tunnel.
Yes,
that was scary.
And they did such a good job balancing like the dark, and all they have are their headlamps, but they did a really, really good job balancing the horror aspect in a deep, dark mine. And one thing I cannot stand, especially in like creature features that are like in a mine shaft or a cave or something like that, is that you never really see the monster. You just kind of see like parts of it or a hand or and then the very end of the movie they do this big monster reveal, and you're like, oh my god, that thing's terrifying looking, and then it's kind of over. It kind of leaves to the imagination what you think it's going to look like, and I don't have time for that shit. I really don't. Like I just want to see the monster, and they did a really good job balancing like both aspects of it to where you see like a hand or the face, and
there's little teases where you see the hand slide off of a rock at the beginning.
Yeah,
but it's not long before he's walking around getting people.
Yes. And it was a solid movie. It was really good. It is a French horror movie, but it's all in English. It's not dubbed. It's not like a dubbed thing. It's all.
Oh, I watched it in French.
Did you watch it in French?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh, with subtitles.
Oh, maybe I had it in English. I don't know. Didn't seem dubbed.
Yeah, it was
because there was parts of it that came out in French, but there were other parts of it that were in English.
Oh no, the whole thing was French for me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was just fucking drunk off of
I see that'll do it.
Yeah, I had one too many Bloody Marys.
You still got
Rotten Tomatoes.
You still got some of those?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got tons of them. 100%.
Oh, yeah. That's only 10 reviews.
Yeah,
but still, it's 100%. 87 on the audience scale is over 100, so that means something. Here's what I liked about The Deep Dark. First of all, Devin's completely right. Movies that take places in mines, even the good ones like Descent, they're so dark you can't see what's going on. What's the point? It's like you hear screaming or whatever, and you see some rustling, but you don't see anything else. This movie has the cinematography was almost like a black and white movie.
Yeah.
But it was crystal clear all the way through. There was never a moment, unless they wanted you to be in complete darkness,
Yes.
where you couldn't see what was going on. That was great. Secondly, I love the feel that you got from watching it. You felt as grimy and as sweaty as those miners did.
Yeah.
It put you in the mine with them, and
Yeah.
that was really cool. Third, the movie is much a horror movie about just being stuck in a mine as it is about this monster chasing you.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have the monster, that movie would still be scary. If you had the monster, it's also scary for a different reason. But the cast was terrific in it. They were all really good. And Devin's right about the monster. Even though it was animatronic, there are times when it doesn't look that way. There's times that it does look that way, especially when it's spreading its.
Yeah, it has like 6 arms, almost
Yeah.
insect-like, you know, and there are times where you're like, okay, that's an animatronic, but it doesn't take away from the movie.
No,
You know, and I'll say this: modern Marvel movies where they throw in really bad CGI, and you're just like, this is a $300 million movie, and that's the fucking visual effects that I get. Is that garbage? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't break the immersion into the movie. You see this big animatronic, but because there's been no CGI in the movie and no crazy special effects in there, your mind and your brain is already like tricked into thinking like, yeah, okay, this is a $3 million movie. That's
3 million euros.
3 million euro movie, which is about holy shit. It only did 500,000 worldwide. Bummer. We're not getting a Deep Dark Part 2. I'll tell you that.
That is too bad.
Yeah. So 3 million euros. That's about what?
That's
about 6 million.
Which is still pretty cheap for a movie, and they'll probably end up making money on the back end, like on streaming sales.
Yeah.
Because I've recently been doing some research about streaming sales, and that's so much money comes from there now. That's only $4 million.
It's a $4 million movie, pretty low budget movie.
Very much so.
But yeah, so nothing really breaks you out of that immersion. You're still terrified. You're still, even when you see the monster up close, and it's obviously, and
he was different too. That's another thing I liked about it. The monster was different. All the monsters these days have to have that split mouth that opens 4 ways and all this. It's like, okay, we've seen this enough. This guy was a little different.
Yeah.
And that made it
very gruesome killings too.
Yes.
Very gruesome
Lots
killings.
of blood and guts.
When the monster popped out of the dead horse.
Yep.
That was terrifying.
Let's just say meaty.
Yes.
Yeah, my favorite scene in the whole movie though was when the injured, and this isn't really a spoiler, it's just something to watch for, is when the injured miner is lying on the floor and he can't move because he's got a compound fracture. And he hears something. Yes.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a light near him, but he's got a camera, so he reaches over and it's one of those single flash bulb. And he flashes the light and he sees an empty corridor, but he keeps hearing the noise. So he changes the bulb and flashes the light again. And now there's something down there and it's getting closer. And he does this 3 or 4 times as the monster gets closer. That was a scary scene. Very well done.
Yes. It's so well done. So well done. Have you seen and
I love also I'm sorry. No. I also love the fact that it's not just a catacomb or a cave. It's an actual tomb / church sort of that's deep in the bowels of this thing.
Essentially what happens is that it starts off like really, really early on, and they blow into this cavern, and they've, this is back when they were using parakeets, and they find the parakeet is dead. So they send someone in there to burn off the sulfur. And so he goes in there, sees a hand, oh my God. And then the whole thing catches, blows up, and then the cavern goes in, and then it fast forwards many, many years into the future. And there's this mining operation, and this doctor, this researcher wants to go down in there. So they grab a team, and that's our team of people that go down there.
It forces them to go to 1,000 feet, even though there's not time to go to 1,000 feet.
Yes. And a mine collapse. They go into this cavern, and the doctors found what he's looking for. They find these inscriptions, and then they find this tomb. The one thing I didn't quite understand in the movie, this is the one thing that bothered me. the monster was out of the sarcophagus when the original miners got in there. But when they went in there, the monster was inside the sarcophagus that was locked. That was the only thing that bothered me. Didn't quite make sense, but there were dead miners in there. So maybe the miners tricked it in there and locked it. And that's why they had the key. Who knows? But they all died down there.
And they make a reappearance, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah. That was the only thing that.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I didn't think of that.
Wasn't really explained in the movie, but again, maybe they managed to trick it in there and close it up and lock it or whatever.
You can close that loophole yourself.
But again, when the monster came out of the sarcophagus, the reason that this all happened is they unlocked the sarcophagus and there was like gems on top of the sarcophagus, on the inside, and then the monster comes out of this fucking sheet and shit like that. That was the only thing that didn't make sense to me. Other than that, the whole movie is very, very well done. One negative part on a movie that, and that's a very typical.
And it's something you can easily explain.
Yeah.
Okay, they must have tricked it in there. They must have trapped it somehow before it killed them.
And who knows? Maybe there was two of them.
Yeah.
Maybe there was two. Who knows? And the other one died. But that was it.
Or went out for fast food.
Yeah. There's much more atrocious fucking errors in movies out there than that one. Yeah. So
I saw this on Amazon Prime, right?
Yep, Amazon Prime.
So check it out on Amazon Prime. Turn off all the lights, enjoy it. It's
a fun creature feature that's actually a bigger budget. So
if you like movies like Descent, which is kind of the epitome of cave movies, cave horror movies, you'll like this one too.
Yeah.
So check it out.
And Mutiny's coming out next week too.
Yeah, it is. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Is it next week or the week after?
It's the 21st.
Yeah.
So it's next week.
Did you
the promotion they've been doing for Mutiny is insane. I hope that it serves the movie.
They've been doing a lot of promotion for that giant Jason Statham on this.
Yes, and then his video. You heard his video?
Which one?
Where he was waiting for the float. They have a giant.
Oh yeah.
And he's all. And they told me they were going to give me a float. They asked me how big I wanted. I said, "You make it as big as you can make it," or surprise me. And it comes out, and it's about 40, 50 feet tall.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Yeah.
And he's all, really? That's as big as they can make it? He goes, I'd be okay with it if it looked a little bit like me, because it doesn't look like him either. So he's just ragging on it the whole time, which was hysterical. And then funny. The other stunt they did that I thought was cool is they put that button on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the pier in England. And it's a red button. It says push, and nobody pushes it. Everybody's scared to push it. Well, finally, a little kid goes by, and he pushes the red button. Well, a full-fledged stunt fight takes place on the pier. They've been waiting for somebody to push the button so you can do the stunt fight.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I hope it's good. I'm and its advanced reviews are, it's Jason Statham.
It's Jason Statham movie.
Yeah.
You followed any of the D3 announcements that happened?
A couple.
D3 is Disney Expo. It's everything Disney and Pixar and all that other stuff. Well, one of the big announcements. So we knew it's Kingdom Hearts, which is a video game franchise.
I've heard of it.
And the original two Kingdom Hearts are masterpieces, and then it gets really watered down. But the problem with the latest Kingdom Hearts game, I did beat it. I was not a huge fan of it. Kingdom Hearts was made by Square Enix, okay, which makes the Final Fantasy franchise, which owns the Final Fantasy franchise. And the original two Kingdom Hearts games had both Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters in them. It was really cool. It was a ton of fun. Had some fantastic music in it. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and it was just all Disney characters. And you play as Sora, a Keyblade holder, and you use the Keyblade to open up new worlds. And you go into these worlds, and they're like different Disney worlds in there, like Aladdin and Hercules and Little Mermaid and so on and so forth. But there's also Final Fantasy characters in there, like Cloud and all this other stuff. Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out quite a while ago, and all the Final Fantasy characters are removed from it. No more Final Fantasy. It was just a Disney RPG.
Now, is this a licensing thing or just a creative choice? Or
I honestly don't know. Probably, but the thing is that it's made by Square Enix. So it has to be a creative choice. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's being made by Square Enix. So Disney had to be like, no, we don't want to take away from our characters with these characters. Had to have been. But Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced a while ago, but nothing was really shown for it other than like a Tokyo-esque world being attacked by Heartless and Sora's fighting. Well, we got a bit more. And on top of that, we also got a release window
For that one?
Yes, which is 2027. So next year we're getting Kingdom Hearts 4. And they did show one of the new worlds it's going to be in Kingdom Hearts World, which is Coco. Which it looks fantastic. Here's the thing. It looks really, really good.
Coco should look fantastic.
Yes. But again, if they don't, the biggest draw to Kingdom Hearts was the Disney and Final Fantasy kind of mixed together kind of thing. So I don't see them going back to that. I really don't, but who knows? Disney might make a good choice and put them back in there. But yeah, it was a really, I say was really, really fun franchise. And then they kind of ruined it with the last one. And the last one was really short. The Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you could easily spend 60 hours on the game to get to the ending, if you're going quick, so
you're not expecting much from the new one then?
I'm not expecting much. I mean, it looks really good. And then on top of it, they announced a Kingdom Hearts animated series as well. That's, I think, is going to come out around the same time as the game.
Or Disney Plus, obviously.
Disney Plus and Hulu. What I think is going to happen is they're going to release it time to where the series ends and then the game releases. Oh. That's what I think. That's what they should do. That's what I think they're going to do. I don't know if they announced the series, but yeah, the Disney Plus and Hulu Kingdom Hearts series is going to be coming out as well. So
interesting. And then I heard that they saw the first images of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Yep.
And most people were pretty impressed.
I don't know.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. I still have my doubts about this new Avengers movie. I'm not sure.
I do too. It's just funny to me because like people are like, why is Tony Stark Dr. Doom? And I'm like, well, maybe Tony Stark is not Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is a faceless character.
And Robert Downey Jr. just happens to be a really good actor who Marvel may want to just keep in their files.
Yes. But that's the thing. People are like, oh my God, when the mask comes off and this, and the people that are ranting about this have never read comics. They never read. They're just Disney fanboys or Marvel movie fanboys.
And there's some people that Disney's a cult.
Yeah. And it's just like the mask isn't supposed to come off, but we'll see.
It does, because sometimes the actors insist that it does. And we've had that discussion in this show before. You're an actor, you're in a character who wears a mask all the time. How does anybody know it's you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the character you signed up to play. So get ready. You ask Carl Urban about that in Judge Dredd. He was going to quit if they took the mask away.
Yeah.
So,
but funny enough, the D3 had like 20 something announcements. Had like 20 something announcements in D3, and I think there was only like 3 new original movies, and all the rest were sequels.
I'm not surprised.
Frozen 3 got announced. We got a glimpse of the new villain. Incredibles 3. We're getting a Bluey movie. Not surprising. It also showed some. There's the Kingdom Hearts series. A new Simpsons movie.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah, a new Simpsons movie was announced.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a really bizarre limb here. Just stay with me. Today's Simpsons are like Nickelback. Everybody says they don't like it, and yet it's still way up in the ratings.
Yeah.
If you're Nickelback and everybody hates you, but you've sold 40 million copies of records, you don't care what the people say about you.
No.
And the Simpsons is the same thing. maybe it's not what it was back then. It can't be for obvious reasons, but it's still popular enough that it's
still going
time
on.
to stop dissing it.
Yeah.
And just write it. So I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The way I feel about the new Simpsons, and I haven't really, my son loves Simpsons. Like anytime he comes over, he just puts on the Simpsons.
My son worships the first 10 seasons.
Yeah, the same thing. But the Simpsons, what they are today is the same equivalent of what Family Guy used to be to what Family Guy is today. They're not completely different shows, but they're different, but again, it's appealing to a different generation of people, and
that's the thing you got to remember. How long has Simpsons been on the air?
Since
like
80s.
Yeah. So the people who watched it as kids are now adults, and their kids are watching. Their kids have different opinions than they did as kids. So everything has to adjust to generations.
Yes. So, but I don't have a problem with The Simpsons. I don't hate The Simpsons. It's just not my go-to.
Yeah, I used to watch it religiously, and I don't anymore. Now I will occasionally.
What was Simpsons on Sundays, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, every Sunday we would watch the new episode of The Simpsons, and that's what we looked forward to, was watching The Simpsons.
So I'm kind of excited about a new Simpsons movie.
Yeah. Let's see what else was announced. Ghost Market, I think that was one of the new announcements.
That's a new Pixar film, is it? Yeah.
Pixar film. Coco 2. And by the way, people are roasting the shit out of Miguel because he's older. So this takes place much further on. He's a teen. It looks like he's a teenager, but he's got everyone is just roasting him for his haircut. He just has the most ridiculous fade, and comment sections are just roasting him.
Disney, don't you dare screw up Coco.
Yeah.
Don't you dare screw up Coco.
Coco 2. The Bluey movie. Yeah, we saw that. I saw that trailer. Tangled live action. I'm actually excited for this one. Raven is a huge Rapunzel fan. Tangled. I mean, she would watch that movie, and this is autism. She would watch that movie, finish it, and then go back to watching it again. She was a massive Rapunzel fan. And then we found there's a Rapunzel series. I don't know if you're aware of this one.
No.
There's a Rapunzel animated series. Also very, very good. She'd watch the shit out of that. And we were really concerned with the casting of Rapunzel. In my opinion, they've done a very, very good job casting.
Tegan Kraft, whoever that.
Yeah.
Tegan Kraft.
This movie looks really good. It looks really, really good. So can't wait for this one.
And that's rare because Devin's not a big fan of the live action stuff.
No, it actually looks good. So
all right. And then we got
Percy Jackson and the Olympics. So there's another sequel.
Plus we got
Oswald.
Now, Oswald is a strange Pixar movie. It's about the story of the man who shot JFK.
Yes.
And no, it's not.
Could you imagine the fucking original up on a hill?
So what is Oswald is new?
Oswald is the original character Disney.
So it's like what Mickey Mouse was before Steamboat Mickey.
Yes. So we have that. That's obviously a new one.
Interesting. Jon Favreau involved.
This one is a weird one to me. Romy and Michelle 2. Now, this movie came out in the 90s. The original Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. I think it came out in 1997. Lisa Kudrow and Mia Sorvino.
Good cast.
Yeah.
They're both great.
Weird, really weird announcement with these two.
Do you think this follows in the line of what Disney's doing with women's films recently? I mean, it was Hocus Pocus. We never thought we'd see another Hocus Pocus, and then they made two more. I don't think the third one's out yet. And then now, it's probably not Disney. But they just saw the industry. Practical Magic with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock. It's getting a sequel. This looks like it's part of that same kind of movement.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they had to appeal to an older generation of people,
Yeah.
And this was just a really weird one when they announced it. Letitia was like, why? Why did this even need a sequel?
And they did wait a long time.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years. You were right.
Yeah, 97.
And it made $130 internationally. Yeah, $130.
$130. I mean, I wonder how much it cost to make. I mean, it made $29 million worldwide, $130 international. That's hilarious. I mean, in 1997, that's, what, 10 people? 13 people that
It was
went
a
saw
$20 million production budget.
So it didn't even make its money back. It lost money.
Yeah. So now the real.
I don't know why this was made. I really don't.
Do you think it's because but Mira Sorvino hasn't done a lot?
No.
She won an Oscar, but I don't think she's done much since then. Lisa Kudrow, of course, is Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
But you're right. That is a strange announcement.
Chris said you could have commented that, Chris, and the Chris says your voice sounds a little robotic, but it might be because you're sick.
My voice is not robotic.
So yeah, that was a weird one.
It's probably the compression, Chris, and there's nothing I can do with it. Did you say Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Age Boiling Point, that's getting another Ice Age movie.
How many of these do we need? I guess until they stop making money.
Yeah.
Lilo
and Stitch 2. No one asked. Well, I guess it did really well in the series in the box office, but it had a horrendous ending.
See, here's the problem with these things is that they're starting to ruin these stories, these characters by overplaying them, but that's what Disney does. So.
Yeah.
Gato, a new look.
Yeah, that's a new original. That's like the 2 fucking movies they announced.
I actually like the way that cat looks.
Yeah.
Kind of beat up. He's got the tagged ear.
X-Men cast confirmed. That was a big one. Josephine came in and was like, "Oh my God, Dad, there's no one to talk about it, so I'm going to tell you about it." But the cast of X-Men, I don't know who. Literally, I think I know who one person is, and that's Sadie Swink, and who plays Phoenix, who was Phoenix in the Spider-Man movie, and she was also from Stranger Things.
Dude, I get so confused in this stuff. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
Samara Weaving. Samara Weaving is awesome. Samara has the best scream in Hollywood for horror movies. There's nobody who does it better. Let's see what else we got. Is there anything else? Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars Ahsoka season 2. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I was like, "Oh my God, Star Wars!" And I was like, "Well, fucking go to the bathroom with some lotion." Vision Quest.
A WandaVision spinoff.
A WandaVision spinoff.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Another Star Wars.
Starfighter.
Oh, that's the one with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. I'm sure I'm going to have to go see that. Letitia loves Ryan Gosling.
I got really high hopes for that. Really high hopes. I think that he kind of fits. He's not playing Han Solo, but I can see him as a Han Solo-like character.
Yeah.
So maybe that'd be all right. What else we got?
Hexed. Walton Goggins is in that movie. Wow, Jodie Foster and Walton
their voices, which is unfortunate because
it's an animated movie.
Yeah, okay.
It's an animated movie. So.
Jodie Foster, Walton Goggins, and Haley Stanfield. I mean, that's a terrific cast.
Yeah.
But Jodie Foster, wow. Zootopia 3.
Zootopia 3. Well, see, we knew Zootopia 3 was coming because at the end of Zootopia 2, the feather falls down and it kind of hints to.
It said Zootopia will return in Avengers.
Yeah, basically. I wonder if there's going to be a Zootopia world in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that would be a good sales point.
Avengers Endgame again.
We talked about that.
Frozen 3. Yep.
That's a big deal.
Big deal. The Imagineering Story 2. There's an Imagineering Story 1. Oh, season 2.
Yeah, you know what? I
wonder if they'll show like the Imagineers getting whipped to make shit faster.
I'm on the fence about that just because of who I am. When I see a magic trick, I don't want to know how it's done.
Yeah.
I never watch the behind the scenes stuff on DVDs because I don't want to know how those things are done because it ruins the magic. This might ruin the magic. So, but I know it's popular, so more power to them. What is that?
A Space Mountain in Paris.
Is that like
Original music to the ride, Hypersonic Mountain.
So it's a new ride in France?
No, it's they're changing Hyperspace Mountain back to Space Mountain.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be a good movie. They should do that.
Tokyo Space Mountain Rise.
These are more.
The Yeti returns to Everest at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So that's.
Have you seen the Yeti at the Matterhorn?
I don't like roller coasters.
Oh, I've seen him a couple times.
I don't trust them. So.
That's half the fun. You don't know if you're going to get off or not.
Yeah. No.
More Disney California stuff.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent
will be the model for Disney's Animal Kingdom new Indiana Jones attraction. Okay. So it's just an attraction at Disney World.
That's kind of cool, though. And Harrison Ford will be Indiana Jones. Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto, another attraction.
It looks like the rest of this stuff is just attractions at the Disneyland parks.
Yeah, Coco attraction day and stuff like that. I haven't been to Disneyland in so long it's embarrassing, and I love Disneyland.
I hate Disneyland. Disneyland. When you go to Disneyland as a kid with your parents, it's amazing. When you go to Disneyland with your kids, it's atrocious.
I can see the difference.
It's atrocious, and it's just everything is expensive. Nothing is quality, and it's just like, because over the summer, I gave the girls an option. It was like, we can go to an amusement park like Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm for a day, or we could go to Vegas for a week. Every single one of them chose Vegas. It was like a unanimous vote, but yeah, it was cheap. It's cheaper to go to Vegas for a week than Disneyland for a day.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's not how it should be.
No.
But Disney is one of those companies that invented the pricing model where you keep raising the prices until sales start to slow down and stop. And then you back off a little bit. So they charge you as much as they possibly can. And whenever you decide to stop paying, that's when they stop raising the prices. And that's how they got to these atrocious fees for entry and for parking. How much does it cost to park at Disneyland now?
$80.
It's insane.
Yeah.
To leave your car. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
But I would go. I would go again just because I haven't gone in years. But I would also go on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That's the beauty of being a local. I can drive down there and be there to open.
Somewhat local.
Last time we were at Disneyland, we got rear-ended in the parking lot.
Oh, fun!
And I was paying for the ticket, and the guy behind me smashes in the back of my car, and I was like, "Jesus, what the hell?" And so I started to get out of the car, and the attendant, Disney trained, she comes out of the booth and she's all, "Move over here, sir, if you will, and you guys can talk over there." She's all pleasant and smiling. I'm going, "I got rear-ended." He hit us so hard that his license plate was embedded in our bumper.
Yeah, they probably see it all the time. They probably have an accident portion over there. They're like, "Okay, we have this area designated for rear ends right over here."
That's right. And she never stopped smiling. She was a true professional, and it was also wanted to punch her in the face because of it. But
yeah,
hey, I just got rear-ended, and you're being all smiling.
Yeah,
it's been a while though. I need to go back.
Yeah. I can't stand amusement parks.
Yeah, I get it, especially with
Well, for me too, is I don't really ride like the roller coaster rides as well, so there's no value in it for me. Everyone wants to ride the Matterhorn or the Space Mountain and all that other stuff. I don't. Do
you like the slower rides, like the Jungle Cruise and stuff like that?
I like the Jungle Cruise. I mean, one of my favorite rides is the Indiana Jones one.
Yeah,
I like the Indiana Jones one where you're kind of grounded,
right?
But like Space Mountain and Matterhorn and the stuff that takes you up and drops you down and whirls all around. I just don't. I think it changed over to Princess Tiana's like log ride or some shit like that. Maybe I think that's what the Matterhorn used to be.
Oh, it was probably some interior decoration.
Yeah,
it's always been the Matterhorn, but they do decorate interiors.
Yeah, so
especially when a Frozen movie's out.
So yeah, but the last movie I watched, now we're back on to shit movies, was the Beast of Trinity Texas.
Here's what it looks like.
No,
I'm just kidding.
All the way to the right. That one. Yeah. This movie was garbage. Absolute trash of a movie. And I was telling it to Scott before the show, and Scott was like,
I love it.
You need to stop because it's wild. There's so many like weird little subplot bullshits in it, but
tell it just like you told me because it was beautiful.
I don't even remember how I told it to you, but I'll just it takes place in this small town called Trinity, and it starts off with this violent murder that happens in a campground, where like literally an arm is ripped off of somebody, just violent. They find hair that doesn't belong to anything, you know, and our sheriff of this small town,
obviously Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, it looks like Bruce Campbell. It really does look like Bruce Campbell. He's got some PTSD, he's got some alcohol issues. And he was like the youngest. You later find out he was like the youngest detective ever promoted on this big city, you know, in Texas. And he shoots. This is his backstory. You don't find this out till much later in the movie, by the way. He shoots an unarmed man, and him and his partner are running after this guy, and the guy keeps reaching into his backpack, right? Like, and they're running after him. He's a suspect, and he keeps reaching into it. He's like, "Oh, you know, stop, please, you know, blah blah blah." And they finally corner the guy, and the guy reaches into his backpack, and our main character shoots him dead, right? And it turns out he didn't have a weapon on him at all, right? But like, it's so funny how they portray this, you know, almost like first degree murder, you know, because they're like, they go to the hospital, you know, they go to the hospital, and the chief of police is there, and you know, they're not comforting the officer. He's clearly distraught about shooting somebody, and the chief of police is like, puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "You just shot an unarmed innocent man." First of all, that's not clearly wrote by someone who doesn't like cops.
Yeah,
that's not how that works, you know. Like, you're giving commands to somebody you're chasing that's a potential suspect. The guy reaches into a backpack. You think there's going to be a gun. They get shot. No, in no way, shape, or form. Not only that, the guy that got shot was white. You know, maybe, well, that's probably why he got, you know, that was an innocent man you just murdered. But like, you know, there was probable cause. The guy was reaching, not, you know,
and by the way,
fleeing.
What makes me think he was innocent?
Yeah, fleeing and looting. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, no, it's just open book. You shot an unarmed innocent man. You're fired, you know, in no way, shape, or form. So, but
call my union rep.
So there's so much going on in this fucking movie. I mean, so much going on in this fucking movie. There's a high-speed rail that's being built, and I know that sounds irrelevant, but it's completely relevant to the story. One of the scenes, the sheriff sits down with the mayor, right, of this small fucking town, and of course the mayor is in this like this super fancy suit and shit, and he's at this diner, and
eating meat.
I don't know what he was eating, but he was like, the sheriff. This is one of the funniest lines too. The sheriff orders a coffee from the waitress, right, and then the mayor goes, "Leave a little room in that cup." And then he winks at the dude because the guy's an alcoholic because he's dealing with his PTSD. He's like, "Leave a little room in that cup for something extra." Like, what the fuck? But you know, this one frantic woman keeps calling, saying there's something big outside her home, and this, and that, and they follow up with her, and they tell her to call a pest control company, which was funny because the
Crow's Pest Solutions is not available.
I'm not available in Texas. But they end up going back there multiple times, and then the last time they go out there, they knock on the door, and they're like, "I'm not interested," blah blah blah, you know, and you know, they're like, "No, it's us. What's going on?" And you're like, "Oh, this real estate company keeps wanting to buy the house," you know. So then you're kind of putting two and two together, and then they tell her to get out of town. Something's obviously happening. They're and then she gets murdered. She gets brutally murdered. She got like scratch marks across her face. But
what kind of animal did this? I don't know.
So in this whole thing, the sheriff keeps getting these calls from this lead cryptozoologist doctor, and wanting a call back. Well, that ends up turning out to be his daughter. And the estranged daughter, he's obviously divorced, and she's older now. Obviously, she's an adult. And when she's trying to figure out what's going on as well, but she knows something, but she can't say. It's classified. It's classified information. And when she goes with her dad to the murder scene of this older lady, so this is the second murder now, there's like a broken tree branch, or a tree, like a broken young tree that's on, broken over. She runs over to it and grabs a pair of calipers. Do you know what calipers are?
Yeah, sure.
Grabs a pair of calipers and like opens it up, and she's like measuring this tree being broken. And I was like, what the fuck is she even doing?
The bite radius.
No, because it's just a broken tree. It's not bitten in half. It's broken in half. And fucking like, I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And she's like, got this concerned look on her face and like, oh, we need to do blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out, that the mayor is in cahoots with this real estate company that has all these fucking shell companies and all this other stuff to build this high-speed rail. And what they have done is captured a Bigfoot, and they're controlling it with this like RC controller, and he's got like a collar on, and they're controlling it with this controller to go and murder people. So because like you find out later on when they go interview the guy that owned the campgrounds where these campers were killed, he's like, well, former owner, I sold that property. And you're like, okay, we're already fucking figuring this out. And so, but one of the, I'm not shitting you, one of the funniest scenes, and it was for me, I noticed it instantly. I showed it to both Scott and Letitia, and no one caught it immediately, but they're trying to figure out who killed the older woman. And there's like these massive scratch marks across her face, and they're like, this can't be a wild animal, it has to be a human. This doesn't make any sense. And the first murder, an arm was ripped off. But they go and interview the son of the woman, and he is he's got a son and a daughter. They interview the daughter, and the son's a weird dude. He's like a weird dude, and he works at this butcher shop marketplace, and he also does taxidermy as well. And they're like clearing out this grocery store, and they're like, where is he? And they're like, oh, he's in the back. I was like, I can't remember what his name is, but they're saying him by his name, and they've got guns drawn, and they're going, and they're like, hands up, and he's in the back like hacking at this quarter of a deer, right? And he's got like this big giant fucking cleaver in his hand, and he's hacking at it. I instantly noticed this. The fucking cleaver was upside down. Like he's just hacking at it with the blunt end of this cleaver, like he's cutting it in half. And I was like, I had to rewind it for a second. I was like, was that fucking cleaver upside down? And he's just like, ugh, and like going at it. And I was like, the fucking cleaver's upside down. He's gonna be working on that deer for a long time if he keeps holding that knife like that. And so they're like interviewing him, and like, where were your whereabouts between this? And he's like, oh, I was with my girlfriend, and but this night and this night. And so one of the other subplots in this fucking movie is that
another one.
Oh yeah, dude, there's like fucking 50 of them. There's like 50 of them. So there's a murder going on in this small town, multiple murders going on in this small town, right? So his deputy is a black guy who used to be a professional baseball player. Literally, I thought maybe like,
wait.
Like AAA baseball player or some shit like
that. Okay, straight out of Jesse Stone, the Tom Selleck Jesse Stone movies, because his deputy is a former baseball player.
Yeah, former baseball player, and he comes home late obviously there's a fucking murder going on. There's a serial murder. You know, a group of hikers were killed, or a group of campers were killed, and his wife is pissed because he missed their son's first baseball game, right? And she's like criticizing him.
Sorry, honey, I was trying to figure out who killed these 6 kids.
Yeah, who killed these fucking 3 campers, you know, and she's all pissed. And then she starts like, well, you want your son to chase your dreams and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the actual fuck? And then the night the second murder happens, like, she gets pissed because she missed the son's practice. Yeah, there's a fucking murder going on. It's the most unreasonable argument ever. It makes him sleep on the couch. Like, he comes home and everyone's in bed kind of thing. And like, there's a note on the counter. It's just like, you missed your son's baseball practice. And he looks over and there's like bedding on the couch and shit like that. And I was like, how fucking unreasonable are you?
If your husband's the sheriff,
a deputy, and like, they're trying to figure out a multiple homicide right now, and then you're pissed because you can't fucking. And then so then what do they do?
I still can't get over the RC control and the Bigfoot.
Yeah, it gets. So then, like, that deputy ends up quitting because
he's got to get to the practices.
Well, no, so the after they interview the son, I know I'm like back and forth, but there's so much information to process on this fucking movie. After they interview the son, right, and they find out, they're like, okay, I want you to go check on the alibi, and he's like, okay, I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I want to get home to my family, and he's like, he makes this like, you people lazy comment, you know, and he's like, what's that supposed to mean? Pushes the sheriff and like other shit. But anywho, he quits, and then he ends up going back. Him and the sheriff get into a fight, and he punches the sheriff in the face.
Sounds like the sheriff deserved it.
Yeah, I guess. Everyone's being completely unreasonable in this movie. And they go interview for the alibi, and she's like a OnlyFans star, you know, and she's like hitting on the guy, and she's like, I have a video of what I saw, and this is where they figure out it's Bigfoot, because the OnlyFans star, horrible actress. Probably the best acting in that movie was that actress pretending to be an OnlyFans star, because they don't know how to fucking act at all.
Don't have to.
But she is like in the campground area, and she fucking is filming something for content, and she's like, look at it, do this, and then she hears something. She's like, oh my god, what is that? And then she goes and hides behind a tree, and her camera that she had set up catches the Bigfoot. And of course it's the, you know, like
just straight out of the video.
Yeah.
Moping thing.
And he's like, this is what I found, you know, from the alibi, and then show the Bigfoot, and they're like, oh my god. And then he's like talking to his daughter, and his daughter, first of all, why would she, in the beginning, you know, when she was like, it's classified, everyone, classified bullshit. Turns out the daughter works for the CIA, and, you know, they've been also controlling a Bigfoot. I don't know if there's multiples. At this point, it's getting so fucking convoluted.
Wouldn't that be fun though, to have 2 real life Bigfoots and you can control them to get in a fight?
Yeah. And
it's a YouTube channel, Bigfoot fights.
And it's absolutely insane nonsense.
Is it at least funny? Do you get a laugh out of it, or are you like, oh my god, here we go again?
It's not like a ha laugh. It's more like oh my god, this fucking movie. And she wants to blow the lid off this whole thing, but then they go to confront the sheriff, the mayor, right? Because then they figured out what's going on. But he calls the Texas Rangers first. He has a buddy that he used to serve with, who's now,
of course, he does. His name is Walker,
Texas Ranger. So they go to confront the mayor, and the mayor is obviously drinking bourbon with this developer, and they go to tell the mayor that the jig is up, and then a gunfight ensues, and, you know, the Texas Rangers bust in from behind. They're like, hey, hands down, and shootout happens. Mayor gets away, and they go to chase after the mayor. Now the mayor's controlling the Bigfoot. And he goes to kill one of the Texas Ranger that's a friend, and the Texas Ranger shoots the mayor in the chest, and he goes to shoot the Bigfoot. He's like, no, he's being controlled, runs over, grabs the controller, turns it off, and then the Bigfoot rips the collar off and like stands over the Texas Ranger and then like runs off. And that's literally.
Does he give him a hug?
No, that's literally the end of the fucking movie.
And you're all, thank God.
Yeah, it was.
That is insane. That is so much.
And like it ends with like this fucking, press release of classified information and all this other shit. And obviously, it's some weird happy ending, but in reality, she'd be fucking put in Guantanamo Bay for releasing classified Bigfoot and, assassinations.
Is there a decent Bigfoot movie? I'm trying to, the only one I can think of is Harry and the Hendersons, but I can't, but that's a comedy. I can't think of a decent.
The Man Who Killed Bigfoot.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I've got that in DVD. I should watch that.
Do you?
I do.
Oh yeah. That's a decent one. I don't really know if it's particularly a Bigfoot movie, but I like.
Well, about the man who killed him, it better be.
Yeah. There was that one.
It's like nobody's made a good Bigfoot movie yet.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the Bigfoot versus $6 Million Man. Oh, yeah. That was the Abominable Snowman, I think.
But yeah, just absolutely atrocious movie. All the fucking subplots in this thing were just all over the fucking place. Just ridiculous. I mean, wild, ridiculous movie.
It's like you kept layering one after the other.
Yeah, it just every time a plot showed up, another one was like right on top of that plot, and then it just kept adding, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm getting a fucking headache trying to keep up with everything that's going on. And the fucking, you just killed an innocent man. Like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's not how it works.
That's a pretty cool Mountain Dew Baja Blast shirt. Did you get that from your daughter-in-law?
I did, yep.
That was like a sick shirt.
Yeah. So, don't watch that movie.
Don't watch Beast of Trinity, Texas. I mean, you can.
Spend your time on the deep dark.
The deep dark.
I
watched both of those movies in the same day. So
no matter what, it was probably going to look bad.
Yeah. I will say this. The Beast of Trinity, Texas, the Bigfoot suit, pretty good.
Oh,
very, very, you don't see him very often.
That helps a lot.
You don't see it, but I mean the suit itself, and it's so funny when they're like, they kind of roll back to when they're unloading the Bigfoot, right? And it's this big like shipping container. They open it up and it's this Bigfoot, and there's like a bunch of like fucking army guys in there, and they're like pointing ARs at it, and then he's got like a cigar in his mouth. Of course, every fucking mercenary's got to have a cigar in his mouth.
Talk around it.
Dear God, and this fucking cigar cup pops out, and they're controlling it with this fucking dumbass like helicopter RC controller. Like punches out. It's fucking dumb. It's one of the dumbest movies I've seen in a very long time. And maybe when I watch Snake Creek, that'll be the top dumbest movie. I don't know if I could pull myself to watch that movie. I
don't know. That's pretty hysterical right there.
Snake Creek, atrocious trailer.
They got somebody to pay for it.
Yeah, so. They got someone to pay for it.
At the box office this week, of course, Spider-Man's still number one, probably going to crack $2 billion this weekend. Of course, Odyssey's still number two, but End of Oak Street is doing pretty well.
Yeah. End of Oak Street. Really looking forward to that. It's gotten great reviews.
Yeah, my son and his wife went to see it Friday night, and they loved it.
Everyone was saying they should have postponed that movie to later on in the year because it was, they did a grave injustice to that movie by releasing it right after Spider-Man and Odyssey.
There's not screens available.
Yeah,
it's true. There's been a ton of movies like it's like Motor City, that Alan Ritchson movie. It was on like 3 screens. It's like.
Is that the Motor City? Is that the one where he's delivering like organs or something like that?
No, that's Runner.
Runner.
Motor City, he plays a criminal who's does his time and then gets set up by a mob, a gangster. What do you call the head of a mob? A crime lord, and he falls in love with the crime lord's girlfriend. And the crime lord isn't happy about that, so he sets him up. So he spends all this time in prison with only one thing on his mind: revenge. And when he finally gets out of prison, revenge ensues. It was great. There's like less than 50 words of dialogue in the whole movie.
Oh, fuck
it's all just action and music. Yeah, very good.
Speaking of Alan Ritchson, Reacher.
Oh yeah,
4?
season 4.
Season 4.
Season 5 they're filming already, but season 4 is out now. And
I will say from this season is great. It feels like season 1.
It does.
It feels like season 1. Season 1 was fantastic. Season 2 was 2
and 3 were both good, not great, but
I did not like. Was season 2 the one where he gets with his old partners, his old army buddies?
I think so.
And they take down that organization or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't like that one. I didn't. Season 3 was fine. Season 3 was good. That's the one where he goes undercover and he in that to figure out like the weapons dealer or whatever. Season 1 was definitely the best season. This one, season 4, is definitely going back to Reacher's season. And the first 3 episodes are on Amazon. I think it airs every Wednesday
and
now.
Surprisingly, it's number 1 on Amazon already.
Yeah,
so
really, really good.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with Richard really growing into the character. Plus, whoever did the screenplay this time, you got to stick close to the books. The books have sold millions and millions of copies. Why would you want to mess with something like that?
Yeah,
leave it be. And that they're doing that. And they've also got more of his one-liners in there, and his one-liners are essential to the. Do you think we're stupid? Yes.
Yes. Did you watch all 3 episodes?
I did.
Yeah, I watched all 3 episodes.
I can't wait. I shouldn't have. I should have waited until they were all available, because now I'm all, give me more Reacher.
Yeah, but I like that. I like the wait when it's something really good, like you know, the Exiled Heavy Knight anime.
Yeah.
Like I like the anticipation of waiting, and that comes out every Thursday. And now I have something to look forward on Thursday.
I get that too.
So it's like, oh, I have a show to look forward to on this day, and I have a show to look forward to on this day. I have 2 shows that I'm looking forward to watching when I get home, and like all this other stuff. So like, you know, I like the wait. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But like some shows, like I'll watch like the first couple of episodes, and I'm like, I'll wait for the rest of this to come out.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I just watched one. I can't even think of the title of it, but we watched it for the first episode. Oh, it was, and this one should have been good. Stewart Fails to Save the Universe.
Oh yeah.
It's like, with this caliber of talent and writing, this is what you come up with.
Yeah.
And so we watched the first episode, and we'll watch anymore.
You know what I've really, really been liking is President Curtis.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It's President Curtis is definitely better than the last few seasons of Rick and Morty, in my opinion. It is so funny. So funny.
That character's always been hysterical, and to give him his own series was a great idea, because it's just funny. It's well written, and the voice actors are really good, and
but the political humor in it as well.
It's hysterical.
It's hilarious. Yeah. Did you watch the newest episode?
Don't want to
be werewolves?
No, not yet.
Oh man,
you don't want to be a conspiracy theorist and watch this show.
It's so good. The writing is witty. The deliveries on all the jokes are hilarious.
They make them like they're almost throwaways, but they're hysterical lines. It's like, no, wait, that's not a throwaway line. That's a hysterical line.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But this new episode, President Curtis, well, so his chief of staff, the chick, right? The android chick, and then his security detail starts off with the leprechaun, the half leprechaun guy. I know you don't like him very much.
I'll probably grow into him, but he's a little tough to follow.
He gets sent to like a retraining camp because he broke a senator's arm or something like that, because he was like waving a golf club. And he's all pissed about it. And it was the chief of staff who ratted him out.
Oh,
because she ratted him out, you know, they end up sending her to the same thing too for being a narc. So there's 2 different subplots in there. President Curtis's one, and then that one, and they get sent to like a Westworld style like training thing.
Oh, that's fun.
It happens. Everything happens exactly the way. As soon as you hear Westworld, you know exactly how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, the episode was fucking hilarious.
That's on what channel?
It's Adult Swim, and it's also on HBO Max.
Yeah,
HBO Max.
I got to get back to that, because I think I'm 2 episodes back.
It was so funny. the last episode I think was about the first episode was about the moon landing.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Did it happen or it did not? No, it happened because Stanley Kubrick's version was more expensive than sending somebody to the moon.
Yeah.
What was that convention you were going to go to that we submitted?
Oh, it's already done and over.
Yeah, because they never bothered to respond.
Yeah, they never bothered to respond.
So,
it was some like horror nights or something, horror convention. I don't remember. Tiffany wanted to go to it, so I was trying to get her tickets.
Yeah, that would have been a good one, and we would have talked about it here in the show.
At that Long Beach
with our
Center.
Tens of thousands of listeners around the world. But no, you decided to leave us out. So
yeah, on Twitch right now we have currently one viewer, which I think is actually mine.
Nice.
But yeah, so
hey, but if you believe that,
but check out President Curtis. That was
both of us recommend that highly.
Yes. So
all right, so we're done here.
I think that's it for today.
Are we throwing our weight around?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
let's see if there's anybody live. There is no one live right now. I'm sure as soon as we end stream, I'll be there.
Well, the problem is everybody's locked in watching us, so they have to wait to get to watch those other ones.
Yeah,
that's what it is, as far as you know. All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And yes on the Deep Dark, no on
Beast of Trinity, Texas,
and the Snake Creek.
Yeah,
unless you like.
We actually didn't talk about Beware Boyuna.
Which is another one that's another snake movie coming out.
This is coming out. It's the middle one. This is another snake movie that's coming out in October, and everyone's saying this is the Anaconda movie we should have gotten instead of the Anaconda,
the comedy version, which I enjoyed, by the way.
I saw the trailer for it. Looks phenomenal.
I love that artwork. It's all scaly and stuff.
Yeah, looks phenomenal movie. Check out the trailer for Beware Boyuna. Looks really good. Don't
you think we should be able to play trailers on the show? It seems to me that we're helping promote the movie, but you can't. It's BS.
Why can't you?
Because you get hit with copyright strikes from the music.
Huh.
I know, it's ludicrous. All right, folks. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.